Before you do anything else, stop and listen. This message isn't random. It was handpicked for you. You didn't just scroll into this video, you were guided here. You were pulled by something greater than you, because I have something to tell you, something urgent and divine. I see you. Right now, your life may not look like abundance. You may be under pressure. Bills are unpaid. Dreams are on hold. You're trying, but the results feel slow. You smile on the outside, but inside, you feel the weight of trying to hold everything together. But I'm speaking directly into that situation today. A massive shift is coming to your life. Not just any shift, a divine one. A shift that will change everything. One you didn't expect. One that doesn't come from your connections, your education, or your bank account, but from me. What's coming is not just money, it's bigger than currency. It's wealth. True wealth. Wealth that gives you peace when the world is in chaos. Wealth that makes your hands overflow with good things. Wealth that makes people ask, how did this happen for you? I am about to increase you. Financially, spiritually, emotionally, and in influence. You've been faithful in a dry season. Now watch me flood your life with favor. If your spirit feels this message reaching your heart, if something inside you says, this is for me, then type this right now in the comments. I receive this divine shift. Don't hold it back. Declare it publicly, not for show, but for alignment. Because when you agree with what I'm releasing, you invite it to find you faster. Now understand this. This is not just about getting rich. This is about receiving what was already written for you. You were born for more, and that more is coming. But to receive it, you must first be in position. There's something I need you to do. Something that opens the doors I've already prepared. Not next year, not next month. Immediately. Let me show you. Stay with me, and I will walk you through it. I saw you struggling, but you did not quit. I watched you when no one else was paying attention. I saw the quiet battles you fought behind closed doors. I saw the nights when sleep wouldn't come because your thoughts were too loud. I saw you staring at the ceiling, wondering how everything would work out. I saw the fear in your heart when the money ran out and the needs didn't stop. You didn't say much to anyone. You smiled when people asked if you were okay, but I knew you weren't. I knew you were barely holding on. Still, you kept showing up. Still, you got out of bed. Still, you kept going. There were moments you almost gave up, but something inside you refused to quit. Even when it didn't make sense anymore. Even when the answers were delayed. Even when it felt like your prayers were hitting the ceiling. You asked me if I saw you. You asked if I had forgotten. You whispered my name when no one else heard you. And I want you to know, I was always near. Not one tear fell without my notice. Not one silent prayer went unheard. Not one sacrifice was missed by my eyes. You stayed faithful. You didn't let bitterness take root. You didn't stop being kind. Even when you were tired, even when you had nothing left, you gave what little you had. Time, love, energy, prayer. You gave it anyway. You helped others while your own needs were heavy. You gave encouragement while you were discouraged. You blessed others while you were still waiting for a blessing yourself. And that touched me deeply. That kind of heart moves heaven. Because your faith wasn't based on comfort. It wasn't about convenience. You believed because you trusted me. Not because things were perfect, but because you knew I was still God, even in the struggle. Now hear me clearly. Because you didn't quit. Because you didn't curse the process. Because you didn't abandon your assignment. I am preparing a divine reward with your name on it. There is a compensation that is spiritual and financial, coming straight to your hands. Not from men, not from systems, but directly from me. I'm not paying you back with what you lost. I'm giving you more than you thought was possible. Because what I'm about to release is not based on what you earned. It's based on who you are to me. And I call you my own. You stayed rooted when the winds tried to shake you. You remained planted when others walked away. And now your season of harvest is about to begin. Get ready. You're about to see me move in ways you've never seen before. Not because you chased riches, but because you chased righteousness. And I never overlook a faithful servant. You've been in survival mode for too long, living just to get by, fighting for every little bit. But that season is coming to a close. Now I will carry you into a new dimension, where you will live under my supernatural supply, where overflow becomes your normal, where you no longer worry about lack because abundance follows your obedience. You didn't quit, and now I'm going to bless you in ways that will shock even you. Stay close. We are only just beginning. Divine wealth looks different from earthly riches. You need to understand something very important. The kind of wealth I am preparing for you is not the kind the world celebrates. It doesn't always come with loud applause or flashy signs. It doesn't need to be seen to be real. Because real divine wealth, the kind that lasts, begins on the inside. My wealth is deeper than a number in your bank account. It's more powerful than gold, more lasting than a paycheck. It starts in your spirit. It touches your thoughts. It brings stillness to your soul. Divine wealth looks like peace. Peace that makes you sleep even when storms are near. It looks like confidence, knowing I will make a way even when you don't see how. It looks like wisdom, making the right decisions because your mind is clear, not confused. It looks like having the right people around you, people who lift you, not drain you, people who protect your purpose, not poison it. This is the wealth that builds your life before it fills your wallet. It strengthens your heart before it increases your possessions. Because what's the use of riches if your soul is in pieces? I will give you more, but not just to impress people. I will give you more to establish you, to anchor you, to allow you to live without fear of losing everything. That's true freedom. That's real wealth. Yes, I will cancel your debts. Yes, I will surprise you with gifts you didn't ask for. Yes, I will send opportunities that you didn't chase. But those are only part of it. The greater wealth is found in knowing that even if it all disappeared, you'd still be whole, because you've been made rich from within. You see, when I bless you, I don't just pour into your hands. I pour into your mind. I pour into your atmosphere. I pour into the places people can't see. And my wealth, it doesn't come with sorrow. It doesn't come with heaviness. It doesn't make you paranoid or proud. It lifts you without losing you. It grows you without changing your identity. The world teaches you to chase. Chase the money, chase the spotlight, chase the next big thing. But I say to you, chase the plan. Chase the blueprint I gave you. Stay on the path I set before you. Because when you follow me, I will make the wealth follow you. You won't have to force it. You won't have to beg for it. You won't have to manipulate to keep it. It will come to you naturally. Because it knows where my favor lives. And my favor lives where faith is alive. It lives where obedience is practiced. It lives where pride dies and trust grows. That's the soil where wealth begins to bloom. And when it blooms, it comes gently. It doesn't scream, it doesn't announce itself. It arrives softly, silently, and then all at once. And suddenly you'll realize, you're not who you used to be. The person who was once stressed over little is now managing much with joy and strength. But here's what I need from you. Don't wait until it arrives to believe it. Start preparing now. Start living like someone who is trusted by heaven. Start thinking like someone who will steward great things. Because wealth flows where the heart is ready. And I don't bless based on noise. I bless based on readiness. So don't chase money. Don't chase the approval of people. Don't chase the numbers. Chase what I told you. Chase the vision I gave you in prayer. Chase the values I planted in your spirit. Chase the blueprint. And I promise, the bag, the blessing, the breakthrough will chase you. What unlocks this wealth is not a skill, but a posture. Listen closely. This is where many people miss it. They believe that wealth comes only from talent, from hustle, from being seen. But what unlocks what I am about to release in your life is not a skill. It is a posture. Yes, skills have their place. Yes, hard work matters. But what I'm about to do in your life will not happen because you outworked everyone. It will happen because your spirit is ready. I'm not looking for the most talented. I'm looking for the most available, the most obedient, the ones whose hands are open, not clenched, the ones whose hearts are soft, not hardened by fear, the ones who will say yes even before they know the full plan. So here's what I need you to do immediately. Shift your posture. Stop leaning on your past experiences. Stop using old pain as your guide. Stop waking up expecting more struggle. Stop walking around expecting to be disappointed. That's not the posture I need you in for this season. You've been preparing for pain. Now prepare for provision. Speak differently. Wake up with new words in your mouth. Look in the mirror and say, provision is coming to my house. Look at your bank account and say, "You're about to be filled." Speak over your life like you know I'm already working behind the scenes. Don't say what fear wants you to say. Say what faith gives you permission to say. Bless your own future. Speak well of the days ahead. Don't curse your tomorrow just because today feels hard. Posture yourself in expectancy. That means you don't just wish, you prepare. You don't just hope, you expect. You don't just wait, you position yourself. Get your heart in order. Get your attitude aligned. Start expecting good news. Start checking your inbox with faith. Start walking like someone who knows something good is coming. Because the wealth I'm bringing will respond to your posture before it ever responds to your plans. Let me tell you this, you can have the best business idea, you can have the strongest resume, you can have all the connections. But if your heart is filled with fear, you won't hear my instruction clearly. Fear blocks clarity. Fear clouds direction, and I do not shout over noise. I speak in stillness. So be still. Breathe deeply. Clear your mind of the anxiety. Let go of what didn't work before. Let go of the last failure. Let go of the memory that keeps haunting your courage. Sit with me, not with your doubt, not with your fear. Sit in my presence, and I will whisper divine steps to you. One small step at a time. You don't have to do it all at once. You don't have to figure out the full picture today. All I need from you is one move of obedience at a time. I will guide you. I will lead you. But I need your trust, not your panic. Don't rush. Don't force it. This is not about how fast you move. It's about how aligned you are with me. Because where there is alignment, there is flow. And where there is flow, there is favor. And where there is favor, there is wealth. So here's what I'm saying. Your posture is the door. Open it with confidence, stand up with faith, lift your head with hope, and step forward knowing this. I am not withholding anything from you, but I will not release it until your spirit is in position. Position is not about a location, it's about a mindset, it's about a readiness in your soul. It's about living like the promise is already on the way. So from this moment forward, walk in expectation. Pray like it's already done, move like it's already yours. Because what's coming is not delayed, it's simply waiting for you to get into posture. Why I am bringing this wealth to you now. Let me tell you something important. This wealth that's coming, it's not random, it's not luck, it's not by chance, it's not showing up just because you want more. It's showing up because you become someone I can trust with more. This is not just for your comfort, not just so you can buy nicer things, not just so you can live easier. You are being blessed because you are a vessel, a carrier of something bigger than yourself. I watched how you handled lack. You didn't let it break you. You didn't let it make you bitter. You didn't turn your pain into poison. You held on to peace when everything said panic. You continued to walk with me when others walked away. You passed the test of not having one bith. And now I'm bringing you into the season of having more than enough. You were faithful when the doors were shut. You prayed when the answers didn't come quickly. You served others when your own heart was tired. You gave when no one gave back. You spoke life when you were surrounded by silence. You were a light even when you felt like you were walking in the dark. Now it's my turn to move. Now it's time for your elevation. Now it's time for you to step into supernatural provision. I'm not just bringing wealth so you can store it. I'm sending it so you can build with it, so you can move freely, so you can say yes to your calling without being tied down by financial fear. You've been asking for more time. You've been saying, God, if I didn't have to worry about money, I could do more. And I've heard every word. That's why this is coming now. I'm not just blessing your wallet, I'm buying back your time. Time to focus, time to rest, time to create, time to build, time to serve without distractions. You have purpose in your hands, but purpose needs room to grow, and I'm clearing space in your life. You won't have to juggle survival and calling anymore. This wealth is for mission, it's for impact, it's for purpose on a bigger level. You are going to fund things that matter. You're going to bless people who will never know your name. You're going to give without needing credit. You're going to serve in silence and still be seen by me. You are not a reservoir, you are a river. What I pour into you will flow through you. You will be a blessing, not just in words, but in action. You will carry my goodness to places that have been dry for too long. And because I see that in your heart, because I know you won't let wealth become your idol, I can now release what I've been preparing for you all along. This next part of your life will be marked by divine movement. You'll move with clarity, you'll give with confidence, you'll walk into rooms not for what you need, but for what you came to bring. This is not just an increase, this is a shift in position. I am making you a source for others. I am building a storehouse in your spirit, so when people around you are in need, you won't have to wish you could help. You will be able to move instantly, you'll have more than enough, you'll give and never run dry, you'll pour out and never be empty, because I am your source and I never run out. So when people ask you, why now, why you? You'll be able to answer with peace and certainty, because I passed the test, because God saw my posture, because He knew I wouldn't worship the blessing. I would use it for His glory, and because of that, I am about to do the impossible. Not just in your life, but through your life. The river is about to break open. You've been living through a long dry season, not just in your finances, but deep inside your heart, in your emotions, in your thoughts, and even in your relationships. You've been walking through life feeling like you're doing everything right, but still stuck in the middle of a drought. Like every prayer was falling into silence, like the land around you was cracked and dry, like nothing was growing even though you were planting faithfully. You've watched time pass, you've watched others get their breakthrough, you've watched doors open for them while yours stayed shut. But even in the silence, you waited. Even when it didn't make sense, you stood still. Even when your hope felt small, you kept believing. And now, listen to me, the river is about to break open. The dam that's been holding things back is weakening. It's been building pressure behind the scenes. You couldn't see it, but I was working on it. And now, the pressure is reaching its divine limit. Now it's about to burst. Opportunities are going to begin to flow, one after another. The email you've been waiting for, it's coming. The phone call that changes everything, it's being prepared. The contract, the approval, the answer, the green light, all of it is on its way. And when it arrives, it won't trickle, it will pour, it will come all at once. Suddenly, what you thought was stuck will begin to move. What was blocked will begin to break. What was delayed will be released. The check is not just in the mail, it's in motion. It's both physical and spiritual. It is wrapped in my timing. It is signed by my hand. It is sealed with my faithfulness. And no, it's not coming because you begged for it. Not because you tried to manipulate it. Not because you made the right connections or said the right words. It's coming because you waited on me. While others ran ahead, you stood in place. While others gave up, you kept trusting. While others changed direction, you stayed on the path I gave you. You didn't let your waiting turn into complaining. You turned your waiting into worship. And I saw that. I watched you praise me with an empty hand. I watched you smile when your heart was tired. I watched you bless others even when you felt forgotten. And that kind of posture, that kind of faith, it moves me. I don't overlook patience, I don't forget persistence, and I always reward humility. I elevate the ones who didn't demand a stage. I bless the ones who didn't force open a door. I exalt the ones who trusted my timing over their own plans. And now I say this clearly to you. You are next in line, not maybe, not someday, not in a distant season, now. You've stood in line long enough. You've watched others be called forward, and now I am calling your name. I'm moving your file to the top. I'm moving your case into priority, because this is the time I appointed for you. This is the moment where the waiting ends and the flow begins. Not just any flow, a river, a current of blessings that will not be stopped. It will water every dry place. It will heal what was broken. It will restore what you thought was lost. Prepare yourself, make room, because the river is not coming, it's already breaking. When it arrives, steward it with reverence. When the wealth arrives, and it will, do not let the blessing distract you from the one who gave it. Do not forget how you prayed when you had nothing. Do not forget how you fasted when doors were closed. Do not forget the tears, the waiting, the quiet nights when you depended fully on me. Because when the increase comes, so will attention. So will new voices. So will opportunities that seem good but are not sent by me. That's why you must stay grounded. Stay humble. Stay centered in me. Don't boast. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. You don't need to announce every victory. Let your life speak louder than your words. Don't show off. You don't need to flex. You don't need to make others feel small to feel big. The wealth I'm giving you is not a spotlight. It's a responsibility. Keep your heart low, always in gratitude, and keep your head lifted, always in worship. Let your spirit stay light and your soul stay anchored, because the wealth is not your identity. It is simply a tool I've placed in your hands. Help others, but be wise. Be kind, but don't let people take advantage of your kindness. Be generous, but don't lose discernment. Because not every need is your assignment, and not every voice deserves your yes. I gave you this blessing to bless others, but I didn't give it to you to be drained. I didn't release it to you so you could lose yourself. I gave it to expand your impact, not to shrink your soul. The higher I lift you, the more you must cling to me. Because the weight of wealth can crush you if you carry it without my presence. So don't chase the next opportunity more than you chase my instruction. Don't chase influence more than you chase intimacy with me. Don't make the money your mission. Keep me at the center, and everything else will find its rightful place. Because here's what you must always remember. If you chase me, wealth will always chase you. You won't have to run after blessings. They will locate you. They will follow you. They will overtake you without struggle. But the moment you take your eyes off me, the moment your heart begins to drift, the moment success becomes your god, the flow will dry up, not as punishment, but as protection. Because I love you too much to let blessings replace me. So as the wealth begins to pour in, let your prayers grow stronger. Let your time with me become longer. Let your gratitude be louder than your gains. I gave it to you because I knew you'd know how to carry it. Now prove me right. Steward it with reverence. Handle it with honor. Manage it with maturity. And if you keep me first, you will never live in lack again. You will never live in fear again. You will never be empty again. Because those who seek me lack nothing. This is your confirmation. You've been praying in secret. You've been hoping, asking, wondering, God, is something good ever going to happen for me? You've looked for signs. You've searched for confirmation. And now I am telling you plainly, this is it. This message, right now, is your confirmation. You didn't stumble into it. I brought you here because I wanted to speak directly to your spirit. Unexpected wealth is coming to your life. Not by chance, not by luck, but by my hand. I am releasing massive provision. I am shifting things that have been stuck for years. I am opening doors that were locked. I am causing things to move that were frozen. Miracles are already in motion, even if you don't see them yet. But hear me. This word is not just for hearing. It's for activating. Don't just listen and scroll. Don't just say amen and then forget. Do your part. Position yourself. Get your heart ready. Get your life in order. Speak life over your situation. Bless your future with your words. Make space in your thoughts and in your daily life for me to move. Clear out the doubt. Throw away the fear. Release the bitterness. Make room for what's about to overflow. And above all, stay close to me. Stay connected. Stay grounded in my presence. Because what I'm giving you is not temporary. It's not here today and gone tomorrow. The wealth I'm releasing is permanent. It won't fade, it won't vanish. It won't destroy your peace. It will establish you. It will lift you. It will settle you into the place I've prepared. You've waited long enough. You've cried long enough. You've struggled long enough. Now, the time has come. Get ready. Because I am about to do something so big, so undeniable, so extraordinary, that even your enemies will say, God did this. Stay expectant. Stay focused. Stay faithful. Because I, the Lord your God, am about to astonish you. I am ready for divine overflow. Heavenly Father, thank you for this sacred word you have spoken today. Thank you for seeing me, not just when I was strong, but when I was tired. Not just when I was smiling, but when I was silently struggling. You've always seen what no one else could see. And I thank you for never turning away. Lord, I receive this word. I receive your promise of divine wealth, not just in material things, but in peace, in purpose, in wisdom, in strength. I receive it with humility, knowing that I am nothing without you. I receive it with faith, believing that what you've spoken will come to pass. Help me, Lord, to manage what's coming with wisdom. Let me not forget you when the blessings arrive. Give me grace to stay grounded. Give me courage to walk in obedience. Help me to protect what you're placing in my hands. Help me to use it for good, for purpose, for the glory of your name. Take away every fear I've held on to. Fear of not having enough, fear of losing again, fear of failure. Replace that fear with unshakable faith. Faith in your timing, faith in your plan, faith in your promises. From this day forward, I choose to walk differently. I walk in faith, I walk in peace, I walk in readiness. I speak life over my finances, no more fear of lack. I speak peace over my mind, no more anxiety about tomorrow. I speak clarity over my future, no more confusion or doubt. You, Lord, are my only source, not people, not paychecks, not positions, only you. And I believe, with everything in me, that what you are about to do in my life is greater than anything I've seen before, greater than what I've asked for, greater than what I can even imagine. So now I open my heart, I open my hands, I open every part of me that has been afraid to hope again, and I say boldly, I am ready for divine overflow. I am ready to receive, ready to give, ready to be used, ready to be trusted, ready to walk in the new season you've prepared for me. In your holy presence, with a thankful heart, I say, Amen.